Okay, I'm talking with Will Oxendine and Booker Fowlkes. Now, both of you guys are truck drivers, truck business owners. Tell me just a little bit about your business here and about what you do, because you've been very supportive here in both our parades here, and I'd like to find out more about what you do.
Well, actually, we are in the dump truck business, and we haul sandstone and dirt and asphalt. So we are more or less in the construction field.
Okay, now are both of you in the same business?
Right, we're definitely in the same business for the same purpose.
Okay, now I've seen quite a few trucks around here that said Fowlkes Trucking, I believe. How long have you been in business, and how have you been able to make it grow? Because I know that those trucks are awfully expensive, and that's a lot of capital equipment, and it takes a long time to get to where you are.
Well, I've had some help from contractors in the area, and they've been pretty good in helping us to keep employees working and keep going, and it's not been real easy, but it's been we're making it.
Okay, well, let me ask you a question now. How long have you when did you first decide that you want to go in this direction? Because quite obviously, with your trucks, you could have made that decision overnight to say I want to go into trucking. How did you arrive at that decision to go into that type of business?
Well, more or less, I always had it inside of me ever since I was a little boy. I always wanted to be my own man. And I've been in business now, in this business for about 3 years, and it hasn't been easy. We got maybe 60% of work when we should have been getting 100% of work. And we are doing work. Like now, we had like the bypass out there, got 76 million out there, and no blacks is out there. And we haven't been real busy this season. And so it's real hard, but you have to just fight real hard and get what you can to try to build. You can't build real fast because the market for being black, you just can't, you just can't get out there and go like you're supposed to go.
I'm going to try to get the NAACP to investigate some of the concerns of the black drivers. But on last note here, Mr. Fowlkes, I'd like to ask you, what advice can you give a young person on how they can take charge of their own future? Because you guys are self-employed business people. In a sense, you put your own destiny in your own hands by working hard. What advice can you give to a young person on how they can kind of emulate what you do?
Well, number one is to be aggressive. You have to go out and do it yourself, and nobody's going to give it to you. And you have to take advice from other people in the business ahead of you, and capitalize on their mistakes and do things that in a good business sense, and it usually pay off in the end, and that's about how you're going to make it.
Okay, any last comments about the turnout for the parade?
Well, I think it was super. I think I think we should have had more business peoples in the parade, but I think it turned out real nice. I enjoyed it, and be looking forward to having another one.
I think that's I think it's a great thing for Fort Wayne. I think a lot of people will see what we're doing behind this parade and get some ideas of what black people are trying to do to help the community. It's not all for us. We've got 3 to 4, 5 employees each, and it's for the community as well as for ourselves. And of course, we all appreciate the people helping us in business that and make it as far as we made it, and we thank everyone. We thank this organization for inviting us out.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.